Hi, I'm Carolina Escobar with Future Mobility Hub and Hub Culture. Here today with two wonderful guests, Stan Stalnaker. Stan, thank you so much for being with us.
Good to see you, Carolina.
Same thing. And then here with Pierre Rouja.
Yep, correct.
Thank you, Jean-Pierre. And you know what? We would love to know here at the Hub with all these new cool initiatives. What is it you have on your hands?
This is a message in a bottle project. It's started in Bermuda. Just to back up, I run a project in Bermuda called the Non-Such Expeditions, based on Non-Such Island, which is a 14-acre nature reserve that is 60 years now into a rewilding process. We were one of the earlier rewilding projects around the world. Big buzzword now, but we're well advanced on that. That small beach on Non-Such Island is about 300 feet long, but we're collecting 3.5 tons a year of ocean plastics, none of which comes from Bermuda. So my role in these projects is to look for conservation challenges that we can solve with technology. And when I came across this one, this was a perfect application for this. Basically what this is, it's a low-cost ocean sensor that phones home 3 times a day for up to 2 years in its current configuration.
It's floating on the sea.
Floating on the sea. And this current configuration, we take this off for deployment. Obviously, this is just for demonstration purposes, but it's meant to mimic the tracks of an ocean plastics bottle. Because there's a lot of talk in these forums about who the big guilty parties are for trash in the ocean, but it's anybody, anywhere. We deployed 4 of these in Lisbon last year at the UN Oceans Conference, right off the beach. 1 beached in Portugal, 2 made it to Morocco, and now another one, 18 months later, is now reaching the Bahamas. So they make their way around the gyre. The plastics travels an awful long way, and just an innocent deployment anywhere can be a thing. So what the program is that, along with what we're going to be doing in Hub Culture, we're in parallel doing stuff with the schools where we have the school students identify potential feeder sources of the plastics, and they send bottles out to sister schools around the Atlantic. And they all deploy them into the gyre and track it over 2 years.
Well, just like a message in a bottle.
Exactly.
What
That's the point.
What the name is.
Yeah.
And then, Stan, what is Hub Culture doing with this? And I think there's something along the board that is really, really key to it, right?
Yeah, you're so right. So, we know JP from being in Bermuda because we're a Bermuda-based company. And I saw him at the Bermuda Climate Summit this summer, and he showed this to me, and I got very excited because we were the first company in the world this year to replace our board of directors with nature. And that was announced in Davos. And over the course of the year, we developed the legal frameworks to put the Atlantic Ocean on our board. And we basically did that through a proxy system that allows the old board members to resign and then to sign a new board agreement that instructs them to act on behalf of the Atlantic Ocean. And so we have this board in place now, and part of their remit is to think not just for the company, but for the ocean. And so when I saw this project from JP, because I'm management, I was like, wow, this actually fits with the principles of what we're doing there. So what we're doing is funding one of these things that's going to be launched off of Dubai, here from the UN Summit. But over the next year, our aim is to work with partners to fund these units to go from our other hubs around the world. So from Hub Miami, from Hub in the Hamptons, from Hub Hawaii, from Hub in London. And so wherever we have a hub in the world from the ocean, we're going to launch these in. And then what's really exciting is that the data, what it does is it goes to a satellite like 3 times a day. And so they're collecting the data back and they're mapping it so that you can look at this little map and see the progress over 2 years of where is this bottle going. And you can obviously track then the migration of ocean plastic into the Pacific Gyre, so that'll be Hawaii, and the Atlantic Gyre from Bermuda. And our goal is to be able to then publicize that data so we can show other people how this plastic is moving. And so that's just a really great example of how putting nature in the boardroom can have an impact on the actual applications and progress of a company, because this is not something we would have ever thought of doing. But because of this mandate that comes from the board, i.e. the ocean, we feel like we have a responsibility to do that.
Absolutely, and you know what? The fact that you're pairing it with different schools too is just gives the children such a big conscience about what's going on in the sea. Well, congratulations to both. I'm so glad that you're joining this case because of plastic, but that you're just having a great purpose on it.
Yeah, and on that note, this current iteration is for tracking plastic, but this becomes just simply a low-cost ocean sensor platform. So once we start adding pH and connectivity and a whole bunch of other things, it becomes much more of an oceanographic thing. And so every time we do a new batch of these, we're adding more and more capabilities. So that's that thanks to their sponsorship, we're going to keep evolving.
Well, wonderful. Another
Thanks.
good thing
Yeah.
that hop culture is doing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Dan.
Thanks, Carolina.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.